It is officially WrestleMania week, and not just WWE content creators, but everybody and their moms is going to give their 2 cents about their WrestleMania predictions, and of course, I got to follow suit. But I'm also going to give you the reason as to why I think someone is going to win and why I think they should win. And when WrestleMania is done and you come back here and you comment below and you sit and you praise me about how perfect I was, 100% correct rate at WrestleMania, because surely that's going to happen. And since I'm going to be perfect and you're going to enjoy this video, you might as well just give it a like, subscribe, because we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Let me in. Now, here are my WrestleMania predictions. Now, I'm going to be bold and predict something the night before WrestleMania with the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. I really pray to God that something happens where they get a no contest and Nick Aldis makes it official, that it's going to be Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits and Pretty Deadly, and then Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are all going to just get put into a match at WrestleMania because that's what they deserve. And I want to say that the Street Profits are still going to retain at WrestleMania. I hope so. Can we figure it out? I'm just trying to put the good vibes out there because I think they deserve that, and I felt like they were building to all this, and it needs to pay off at WrestleMania. But now we're going to go to the official card as to what is confirmed for WrestleMania, and we're going to start off with Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. And I believe wholeheartedly that Seth Rollins should and is going to win this match. I don't know if he's going to leave with Paul Heyman. I don't think he really needs it, but I think Seth needs this win more than anybody else. Roman Reigns can afford to lose. He's going to go away and come back around SummerSlam time. You just know it's going to happen. So he can lose, and it's not going to affect him because when he returns, everybody's going to be so happy. They're going to put the ones in the air, just like all of us, and it's just, that's what's going to happen. CM Punk can also afford to lose as long as he doesn't take the pin, which is why I think Seth is going to pin Roman just to dig that little knife right into Roman, as just he can't get over the hump of Seth Rollins. I don't think that Paul Heyman is going to leave with Seth Rollins because I feel like there's something building between a match between CM Punk and Roman Reigns, probably at SummerSlam. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins here. I think he deserves the win. He's put WWE on his back. He's fought through so much. He was the MVP of WrestleMania 40 last year. He should get the win. CM Punk doesn't need to win, but he also doesn't need to lose. So I'm going with Seth Rollins. Next, we have Gunther versus Jey Uso. Yeet. I have a strong feeling that this match is going to be, one, the opening match of night one, but also going to be the feel-good victory of WrestleMania because I have some predictions about the main event. So I'm going to go with Jey Uso here. Some people aren't going to like that. Some people still want Gunther to retain. Some people don't think Jey should be there, but he's there. And I'm picking Jey. Next, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte, and I just pray to God that Tiffy wins because I don't see a world where Charlotte needs to be champion, and I feel like this could legitimize. This could make Tiffany Stratton legit, and I think that would be a huge win for her at WrestleMania. I don't think Charlotte Flair really needs another title, at least not right now. I feel like this match could be either really good or really bad because they clearly don't actually like each other at all. So this could go two ways. I hope it goes really good. And I'm rooting for Tiffy. I feel like she's going to win. It's Tiffy time. Next, we have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. And at first, I was like, damn, they're really going to kill my boy LA Knight. But then I was thinking about it because while I think it makes sense for this match to happen, and I think it's very clear that Jacob Fatu should win, there is the possibility here that Solo Sikoa costs Jacob Fatu the title. And I don't really like that very much. I think this is a win-win match for everybody. Jacob Fatu can win and carry the U.S. title and really make that title feel extremely important on SmackDown because he's just awesome. And I think this is a way for LA Knight to lose the title and eventually maybe win Money in the Bank and then get that world title win that he's been looking for his whole career. Even if it's just a transitional championship reign, I think it would be nice, and I think it'd be pretty cool. And I'm a huge LA Knight fan, so it'd be nice to see. I think this is a win-win scenario. I hope they don't include Solo Sikoa, so I'm going to erase that and just say that Jacob Fatu is going to win this. But it sucks. I got to see LA Knight lose.
So I finished filming, and I completely forgot. I forgot Randy Orton. And what I think is going to happen at WrestleMania 41 with Randy Orton is if they don't do him versus Nick Aldis, I think it's a big fumble. If they do it with Solo Sikoa, I think that's a little whack. So I'm going to go with Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis. Randy Orton's going to take that W. And I'm also just going to say right now that WrestleMania 41 is giving me the WrestleMania 31 vibes where we're not very excited for it, but I think it's still going to bang.
Next, we have the War Raiders versus the New Day, and I don't see a point in this match at all if Big E isn't involved in some type of way and cost New Day the titles. I don't see the point of this heel turn, and I feel like it would be such a wasted heel turn if the payoff isn't for Big E to not only either return to in-ring action or at least do something big at WrestleMania to cost them. I'm going to still go with the War Raiders and just hope that Big E returns and does something. Next, we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi. At first, I wanted Jade Cargill to dominate Naomi because I'm honestly not a huge fan of Naomi, but her work leading up to WrestleMania in this feud has been absolutely phenomenal. I think she's been one of the MVPs of this WrestleMania build in general, and her work that she's doing right now has completely changed my mind about her, and I'm actually now rooting for her because at first I wanted her to get absolutely destroyed, but now I'm kind of rocking with Naomi, and I kind of want her to win. At least if she doesn't win, I hope this leads to her winning Money in the Bank or just straight up winning a main title and not those bullshit mid-card women's titles because I don't know what the hell they're doing with them. I don't know why they brought them out just to not do anything with them. So hopefully she wins the title or at least Money in the Bank. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill, but I think Naomi has earned a huge spot in this upcoming year. Next, we have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, and not Chad Gable, who got completely robbed this year because he's not on the WrestleMania card again. Instead, they gave it to this new guy. Doesn't deserve it, but whatever. I'm going to go with El Grande Americano because I think that there's just more for him to gain. He's brand new. Rey Mysterio is a legend, a Hall of Famer. He doesn't need to win this match, and I have a strong feeling that not Chad Gable is going to win this match. Next, we have the women's triple threat match of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, and I don't see a world where it really makes sense for anybody else to win other than Io Sky. Rhea shouldn't win the title back. I love Rhea. I think she's great. The fans love her, but I do think she needs some character building. She kind of has to change her character up just a little bit. And I feel like Bianca doesn't need to win this because I feel like she has unfinished business with not only Naomi, but also Jade Cargill after WrestleMania. So I feel like she has two programs already set up for after this. Considering also Io Sky just won the title, it'd be a little weird and a little off-brand for Triple H to pull the title from her and give it to, let's say, Bianca. So I have a strong feeling Rhea's going to take the pin, and eventually Bianca's going to go into a feud with either Naomi or Jade Cargill, and then Io is going to just do whatever. Next, we have Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta, and I have a strong feeling here that Dominic Mysterio is going to win. He's the only one that hasn't had a pin victory against anybody, and I just feel like it's so unexpected and out of left field. Dom is going to pin Finn Balor, making Finn Balor leave Judgment Day and become a good guy. Penta is still going to be Penta, and then Braun Breaker can break away from the mid-card scene because I think he's honestly ready for the World Heavyweight Championship scene. I just think he is. He's phenomenal. One of the best athletes right now in WWE, and it's a good way for him to lose the title but not get pinned and just move forward. So I'm going with Dom in this one. Next, we have Liv and Raquel versus Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley. And I don't see a world where Liv and Raquel don't win. Liv has been the MVP of the women's division this year. I didn't like her at first, but she has really won me over and truly taken over the women's division. I think she should have been in a one-on-one match. This is what we're getting. I don't see a world where Bayley and Lyra win. It just doesn't make sense. So they better win. Next, we have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a street fight. And I think this is one of the most fun builds to WrestleMania. And I think this is carrying the card because I do think that there are two guys that are going to go hard. They're going to kill each other. And it's going to be a fun match. I really hope Drew McIntyre wins because I'm just tired of him getting screwed. But in common WWE fashion, I could see Drew McIntyre getting screwed and Damian Priest winning. But hopefully it leads to a year of Drew McIntyre. So I'm going to go with Damian Priest here, reluctantly. Next, we have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. And this is going to be a very unpopular choice. I'm going to pick Logan Paul in this one. And I say that because of the whole Karrion Kross angle that they're kind of doing, where it's like they're showing it on TV, but Karrion Kross is doing great work online. He's posting all these promos on Twitter, and I'm a huge Karrion Kross fan, and he's emphasizing the importance of AJ winning because like he needs him to win. So I have a strong feeling that AJ Styles might lose, which is going to lead into a program after WrestleMania with AJ Styles and Karrion Kross. And hopefully it's a push for Karrion Kross. I think he's world championship material. I like him. I like his character. I don't like to pick Logan Paul in this one. And of course, they're going to fucking use AJ Styles, who's had a very weird WrestleMania career. So it's very on brand that it just keeps getting weirder. And in the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania, we have Cody Rhodes versus a heel John Cena for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And this is going to be maybe a hot take, maybe not. But I'm not feeling John Cena's heel turn as of right now. As in this day, it's April 14th, the day I'm filming this. I am not feeling John Cena's heel turn. I made a video about it if you want to check it out. I just feel like it's lacking, and I feel like it's not as in-depth as it could be. With the lack of John Cena being there, with the lack of really no mention of The Rock at all. Cody Rhodes has had to do most of the heavy lifting here. It's just weird because Cena's heel turn is just more so about the fans and not really Cena. And like, we got that interaction with each other. This could have been a lot better, and it could have made the WrestleMania hype almost as big as last year, if not bigger. So as of right now, I'm not really feeling it. John Cena is scheduled for much more dates after WrestleMania, and I feel like there's no point in it if he's not going to win. And I feel like what they could do with this is they could make John Cena go on this heel championship run. He breaks the record and just goes on a gauntlet of opponents at all these PLEs, whether it be CM Punk, Randy Orton, or whoever they want. And because Cody Rhodes has been doing very good promos, but really honing in on the fact that he's trying to protect the title from not only John Cena, but he's trying to keep it for us, like the fans. I think it'd be an interesting story if Cody Rhodes loses and is like embarrassed or disappointed in himself and feels like he let us all down, and he kind of goes away for, even if it's just a month, maybe 2 months, where he's in this weird gray area of like, I let everybody down. We get a different character, but it's still the same, where he's like darker, maybe a little more ruthless, but I feel like he could still be that good guy, that good babyface overall, where he just kind of crashes out for a little bit. So in this one, I'm picking heel John Cena, and at the end, we're going to get scenes just like WrestleMania 29, except this time it's going to be a heel Rock and a heel Cena standing tall right at the edge of the ramp with Cena holding that 17th World Championship where he breaks the record officially. Book it. So those are my WrestleMania predictions. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your predictions. And when WrestleMania is over and you come back to this and you see that I was 100% correct, I want you to praise me and call me the smartest man on the planet.